A lot of members have been asking for a rental market update. We've been trying to keep these Zoom meetings as punchy and get to the meat as possible, since it's not as leisurely hop up, get to the cooler, get another beverage, snacks, all that good stuff. So since last month, we really focused on the real estate market update. This month, I'm going to do a little bit of a briefing on the rental market update. And I thought that this information on the First Rate Property Management blog really nailed it. And if you haven't visited that blog, it is an ongoing source of information, really, really good info. What Kat was saying is, as the Boise housing market continues to be crazy, to paraphrase, renters who are on the quest for homeownership are being squeezed out. This market is hard for first-time buyers. You need to have a lot of money saved up to be able to release an appraisal contingency, which is something that we're having it happen in properties. And so the seller's going to pick that market. And if you don't have a bunch of cash saved up to be able to offer that, they may pick the cash buyer. So first-time home buyers are experiencing a greater impact from the steep incline in prices and the decline in inventory, more so, say, than investors who have the cash and can come in and do some fancy things to tie it up and be the best offer. So what does that mean? They're renting. So our rental inventory has been very low. And here's a look at the vacancy. It is, and if it goes off your screen as well as it does on mine, it basically shows a line going down all the way to the 1% mark. And that's in both Ada and Canyon County. And this is delayed data. This is still NARPM's data from Q4. And it's still pretty much the same from what I'm hearing from the property management contacts. So there's a strong demand for rentals. And if you didn't rent it yesterday, chances are your rents could be low. And since a lot of you are on mute, you can also give me a wave at this point. Does anyone out there have something they're actively either trying to rent or trying to price because it soon will come vacant? Anyone? I've got my stuff in management. I'm not sure exactly what vacancies we have coming up, but here's a look at what rents have been doing. This isn't NARPM data. These are real life examples. So I apologize that this slide has a ton of stuff on it, but let me run you through it. At the top where it says current and market, I've only listed current rent on a couple scenarios where we've recently examined, say, those 2-bedroom, 2-bath fourplexes that were built around 2000 that are currently for sale for cash. Their current rents are somewhere in the $950 range, give or take, but the market rents are at about $1095. If a new owner comes in and wants to boost everyone up to market as soon as their leases end, we used to say keeping it less than 100 and increase less than 100 is the best way to thwart a turnover. But when these tenants are going out and trying to find a new place to move to because of an more extreme market rent increase over $100, they're finding that it's not there. And so they're tolerating slightly more increases. A lot of landlords didn't raise rents last year, or if they did, it was just barely to keep up or to not fall behind as much because of COVID. So this year, the squeeze has been on the tenants. They're experiencing bigger rent increases and they're staying through bigger rent increases. They're renewing their leases through bigger rent increases. The 2-bedroom duplex rates, those sometimes compete with they're in between single family homes and fourplexes. And so I would expect the random 2-bedroom Boise duplex or Nampa, depending on condition and various factors, to be rented maybe below $1,200 now, but to be able to get $1,200. And in some cases that can go up to $1,500, depending on whether there's a garage or amenities or the age. But that range might be $1,200 to $1,500 right now. Maybe if it's older and not located near downtown, you're going to be closer to the lower end of the range, but then add more if it's got the amenities like a garage. Now, we just sold a brand new townhome a lot of the properties I've been helping investors accumulate this year have been brand new homes. The brand new housing market has been somewhat less frenetic, just a little bit, than the market with where homes are, say, maybe 20 years old or a little bit more. And another reason we've been looking at brand new homes is because the price discrepancy sometimes is not enough to warrant buying something used where all of the infrastructure and mechanical systems might be nearing the end of their expected life. If you can get a similar priced home that's brand new, where everything's brand new. So anyway, we just sold a 3-bedroom, 2-bath townhome, really cute, new, the kitchen that everybody wants, the open floor plan. And it's over behind Curtis, north of Franklin, kind of off of Curtis and Hartman, Franklin and Hartman, behind where the big fuel containers are in Boise. And that area has a great central location, easy freeway access. But it does have those huge fuel storage containers and a lot of 70s built properties. So it's not necessarily the hottest neighborhood in town, but it really has gained in its attention because people are looking for stuff close to downtown. And anyway, that 3-2 townhome rented for $2,100 a month. And in South Boise, 2 miles east of the Charter Point neighborhood, kind of by Lake Hazel, and 5 Mile, where we hadn't done a lot when Charter Point was the only thing there, a brand new 2-bedroom, 2-bath townhome is available for purchase right now. And it's one of the more affordable brand new things on the marketplace. And they're allowing investors to purchase it. And First Rate just said they thought they could get about $1,850 for that townhome, even though it had no covered parking. And a lot of the rentals offer covered parking. So hopefully some of these scenarios of actual examples of rents help. We'll be able, by next month, we should have the NARPM data and be able to show that. But if you're looking at a new enough 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage home in Meridian, your standard, that range is going to be $1,900 to $2,100. And when I say newer, I mean, even 90s would still fall into that range. Updated, something older but updated would fall into that range. And a 3-bedroom in Nampa, those rents will also apply there in Canyon County. It's just a slight tick lower. So either the condition would have to be, or the age would have to be newer, or maybe adjust the rent downward a little bit. But the 3-bedroom single family home rent range has been a lot of times in that 19 to 21. But as the homes go from those entry level homes to the fancier homes, or with a 4th bedroom, that number gets pushed even higher. For example, there's a brand new neighborhood being built, Franklin Village in Nampa, just north of the freeway. And actually that should read 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 3-car garage, brand new home in Nampa with maybe closer to 2,600 square feet. We're thinking that one's going to rent for around $2,600 a month. And they're going to get some of the overflow buyers from Meridian who are looking for inventory and not finding it. And it's got great freeway access. Now, if it was an older 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage, maybe around 2003 or a little bit older, that 4th bedroom is going to boost that rent up closer to 2,000 and maybe a little bit higher as they get newer. And as it's brand new with that 4th bedroom, we're seeing around $2,500 a month for a 4-2. If it's within the past, say, 5-6 years old, brand new, it'll be around $2,500 a month. So let me know if you need more on this, but what we're seeing is the 3-bedroom and 4-bedroom homes are really close to or at the $2,000 mark, and they're just a little above it or below it, depending on if they're older or they have that 4th bedroom. And your 2-bedrooms are ranging from around 1,100 and up, depending on how many units they're amidst, if they're in a big building. And those apartments with the amenities, those are going to really push those numbers as well.